Everybody, alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We welcome you ringside for a much-anticipated bout. Let's set the table for you and get ready to dish up this big night of action. Miguel Cotto's coming down to the ring, and you can tell with that zip in his step that he plans on this one being a spectacular evening for him. Sergio Mora is making his way to the ring now, and he looks very focused for this fight.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miguel Cotto. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, the Latin Snake, Sergio Mora.
We went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Round number one, scheduled for the championship distance of 12. When a high stamina fighter is fighting another guy who's very well conditioned, is there any tendency for maybe some doubts to creep into his mind?
Yeah, there always are, because you always want to have the edge. We're human beings. Boxers are no different. They want to say they have a little edge in that area, but they need to know that this is exactly what they're ready to do.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Sergio Mora. One hook deserves another. Wow. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Cotto showing some defense with the block. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Well, let's talk about the difference between Miguel Cotto, the version that we saw at 140 pounds, and the version that we saw in recent fights at 147 pounds. Because at 140 pounds, he actually started to have some troubles with his chin, and then seemed a little sturdier at 147.
Yeah, you know, it's funny to say that, because maybe he was killing himself, weakening himself a little bit to make 140. So even though he stepped up, he was feeling a little stronger. And don't forget, the smaller guy's a little faster. Maybe they were able to find his chin a little more often.
Sergio Mora's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. It's as if they couldn't wait for the opening bell. Going at it right from the start, and we're still in the first round. Good stuff.
Joe, it's like watching the Pirates of the Caribbean, and the Pacific, and the Atlantic, and the Indian Ocean. Everything.
Last 10 seconds of this first round. End of the round here. You can see the fans really enjoying themselves tonight. You know, Teddy, I think maybe more so than any other sport, boxing fans are not just passionate like in other sports, but they are smart and savvy. They know the game inside and out.
So they follow the contestants. They do understand the parameters of the game. And you know what? They come here and they kind of demand from those fighters the performance that they expect from them. If they expect a guy to box, you hear them every once in a while saying, hey, come on, you know, let's get that jab working. They act like coaches sometimes.
Here we go. Round two is underway. blocks that belt line well. Targeting that 1-2. Counter punch by Mora. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. Teddy, the Cotto family has kept it in the family as Miguel has been trained by his uncle.
And you know where that served him? It served him in the way that he's with somebody who's familiar with him, somebody that cares about him, someone he's comfortable with, but also a little buffer. It's not a father, so it's not quite that emotional.
Fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Guard up, back to the body. Come on, side to side.
Miguel Cotto is swelling, will not be what his corner wants to see. Good job protecting himself. And now another left. Cotto's proving to be elusive. Sergio Mora's swelling will have to be dealt with immediately. Counter punch by Mora. Able to show you his blocking ability. Sergio Mora's eye to me is getting worse as things continue on here. Teddy, he's got to be very conscious of that, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and his corner has to be too. They got to be thinking about if it gets to the point where he can't defend himself, they have to do something. Obviously, they didn't come here thinking they were going to have to do. Stop this fight.
And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Won that round, right?
And round number 3 is underway. Way to block there. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. A lot of things that Miguel Cotto does very well. One of them, he's a good body puncher.
Oh, yes, he is. And that fits him perfectly because he likes to go rounds. He's got a lot of endurance. He's patient. He will attack you in a real steady, patient sort of way. And that body work serves him.
Cotto's proving to be elusive. Sergio able to land a good counter punch. Halfway through this round here. Gotta hurt on the receiving end of a big and accurate hook that wasted no time.
Work it out, no holding. You're taking too many punches. Hands up.
Mora with a block. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Counter punch by Mora. 10 seconds to go in this third round. And this round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas ringside. I'm just looking up at the corner here at this guy that just got tagged, Teddy, this fighter who just got stunned. And I'm thinking, boy, it's like the air's come out of him a bit. He looks just so dejected now.
Yeah, you know, right now he's on the side of a mountain. You know, he's up on a cliff, and he needs a rope to get down. So that's what you got to do, Joe. You don't look and say, hey, he's up on a cliff. We know that. Give him a rope. Give him advice to get down.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Miguel Cotto. Blocks that belt line well. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Mora able to block that punch. Halfway through this round, you know, we only show up when it's time to watch them do their thing for the fight, but they're really working at it day in and day out just to make weight. What's so tough about making weight in boxing?
Well, it can weigh you down. I mean, it takes discipline, and all of a sudden it allows you a trail of excuses, because now you can start to say, well, gee, you know, I didn't do this, you know, it's the drudgery of it. And it's the consistency of it. When you have to stay at a weight and you have to watch that weight, you have to balance it where you're also going to be able to have a physicality when you get in the ring. You don't want to be weak, so you want to get that right balance where you're disciplined, you get the weight down, but you don't lose that physical edge.
Cotto a good block. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing? He's taking his opponent's jab away.
As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
Just like that, you're losing, you're going to taste it.
Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Good looking counter punch. Miguel Cotto comes from a boxing family. His uncle, a trainer, his father, his brother, boxers. I mean, boxing is in his blood, Teddy.
And a real good amateur background. This is a guy that, in his mind, he was born to do this.
Lands the counter. Cotto's strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Miguel Cotto is now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't get into the place where he can throw punches towards that bad eye, towards that blind spot where he has no vision. He's got to keep the fight where that good eye is always able to pick up those punches. He's got to position himself in a perfect way now.
You're standing straight up. Move that body. You need to move that body more. Let's get on that swelling. Compress on that.
Teddy, what do you think here as we start this round? I mean, you watch what he did in that last round, and you got to think that he can get himself back into this fight.
Well, that's how he's got to be thinking it. That's kind of what he's made up of. He's not a front runner. You know, he's not a fast starter anyway. He's the kind of guy that his real strength is to be able to weigh you down. It's to have a great resolve and to be able to chip away. He's chipping.
Now this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
Cotto's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. I don't know how they are keeping this up. They are setting such a scorching pace of action in this fight. Cotto had his super fight in 2008 against Antonio Margarito, and unfortunately for him, suffering his first loss, and maybe he found out a little something about himself.
Well, one thing he found out was that you can't take every punch. No matter how good your chin is, there's somebody else out there that can dent it. Also, he moved up in weight.
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6. Sergio able to land a good counter punch.
Beat him to punch.
What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Miguel Cotto. Nice block. 10 seconds to go in this round. We've reached the halfway point of this battle. Real good fight here. Tough to get a sense of who's really up. I could see making an argument for either guy, but that's a testament to both guys and what they've been willing to bring to this battle tonight.
Yeah, and what it's a testament to, Joe, is that it's an enjoyable fight. After a while, you don't even concentrate on who's up. All you know is you're enjoying every bit of it.
You need to move your head more side to side, okay? I want to see that head move more.
And we are back underway. Another round in a fight that's been very entertaining, but I wouldn't want to be a judge. This is one of those fights that could go either way. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Good counter punch. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
Oh, good stuff there. 2 in a row by Sergio Mora. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Able to counter that attack. .90 seconds to go here in this round. Very nice job landing that counter punch. getting away from one that was coming at him. Good combination. He missed with that headshot. Able to show you his blocking ability. There's a taste of the sweet science. You see the skill he has in counterpunching.
And you know what he's doing is taking his opponent's jab away.
Seconds to go in the 7th. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
Listen, I need to see more counts, okay? Whenever he misses count, we'll take care of the swelling. Just focus on the fight and we'll take care of the
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Miguel Cotto blocks that punch. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
The halfway point of round number 8. Sergio Mora's got a way of just getting away from that punch. Cotto's got to be really careful there, Teddy. I mean, he's leaving himself wide open.
And what's going to happen next? See, you know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't paid for anything yet, but that will be coming before you know it.
Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Sergio Mora. Keep it going. Counterpunch by Mora. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. More than one, and it's just what he wants. Final 10 seconds. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this fight. Get on that. Get on that.
The 9th round of this good fight. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Miguel Cotto's not showing us that he understands just how effective he can be if he went downstairs against his opponent.
Yeah, well, you know what you're saying, Joe? You're taking a peek and you're taking a swipe without meaning at his trainers. Because what he's telling you is he hasn't been taught some of the rudiments of boxing. That when you hurt a guy, you should go downstairs to finish him.
Nice combination there. Sergio Mora is showing that he has an understanding about balance, about angles, about footwork. What does his opponent need to understand to deal with it?
Well, he has to figure out a way to take the air out of those tires. Give him a couple flats. That's what he's got to do. And there's no better way to give a guy a flat than to go to that body.
90 seconds into the 9th round. Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
Don't let him breathe. He's hurt. Get him this round. Get the compressor. When he misses you with a counter. Okay, listen. Body and head, body and head. Double up on your punches. Double up your body punches.
As another round gets underway, it gets us thinking, how much more of this will we see? Hard to envision this fight going a distance with how lopsided it's been. Protecting his head well with his guard. right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Miguel Cotto. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Halfway through this 10th and final round. Blocks it away. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Look at him put his punches together. Good stuff in the opening 2 minutes. A minute to go in this round. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Nice block. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
Certainly don't stand in front of them. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. Oh, good exchange there. Miguel Cotto has got to figure out now, Teddy, a way to properly defend himself with that swollen eye.
Yeah, he has to understand what side that he can't defend from, where the punches can come, and not give his opponent that side. Make sure that he moves to the certain kind of way in the ring where he keeps his opponent away from that bad eye, moves him towards the good eye, gives him the best shot.
Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get...
Oh, and there you go. Sergio Mora stunned and staggered. He just missed that shot up top. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Cotto has got to deal with a cut cheek. Counter punch by Mora. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Keep throwing the jab. Keep him away from you, okay? Nothing small. Nothing. Focus. You have to focus. You know, get on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, you know, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Sergio able to land a good counter punch. Nice strike after catching one by Miguel Cotto. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. I think it has come to that point. He's behind on the... Oh, and there you go. Miguel Cotto's almost out of it there. He was stunned.
Come on, guys, keep apart. Punch it out. Come on, punch it out.
And you see he turned defense into offense, comes back with the counter punch.
And that's exactly what he brings to the game. He makes you miss, he makes you pay, and he makes you think twice about throwing a punch later on.
This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Some fine fundamentals, good counter punch.
Nice mousetrap there, he let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese, he used distance.
The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Well, that wraps it up. Now, let's send it up to our ring announcer for the decision.
Your winner, his opponent in the blue corner. Please welcome
Sergio Mora is your winner by unanimous decision tonight.
I'm not so sure it was you.
You can't escape it, no good times, bad times, watching the paper flow. All you can think about was running and making.